morning. I just came from the House Republican Conference meeting, which is our weekly meeting of House Republicans, sort of a family meeting about what our priorities are for the week and where we're heading as a conference, what issues we're taking on in the House. Great meeting this morning. We always meet Wednesday mornings at 9. Now I finished up and now I'm headed to a government reform hearing on Afghanistan and Pakistan, the security situation there. So off to this hearing.
Thanks, Congressman.
Chairman Tierney was able to organize a trip to just a very similar outpost that's being described now. It's going to be quite prevalent along the border in the east and the south. And so I have an idea of what that looks like. But I want to know the security ramifications for this, whether or not you think it's a good idea, the appropriate idea, the best way in order to get a hold of this situation. We'll start with Mr. Berger.
Thank you very much,
Congressman, where are you headed to now?
Well, I'm actually heading to the Republican Study Committee meeting. We have this Wednesday afternoons at 1:15. It's all the conservative members of the House, Republican conservatives, about 100 of us that meet every week at this hour. And I've got to head over to Rayburn, where I was this morning for the committee hearing for this meeting. We're going to be talking about a couple different things. I've got a small presentation on the census and ways to ensure that it's not politicized and that the counting of all Americans is done in a fair and apolitical way. And I think people are very concerned about how the census is being conducted. So got to give a little presentation there, then listen to other members and get their ideas about where we need to go in the coming weeks.
Great. We won't keep you. Thanks.
All the best.
Tell us what you were up to.
Well, I just updated my Facebook status to say that I'm working on a YouTube video. So if you're not Facebook friends of mine, log on and check it out. I just got back from a census subcommittee meeting for the Republican members. We had a briefing about what's happening in tomorrow's hearing. After that, or before that, I had another census committee meeting with a number of other members talking to the acting leadership of the Census Bureau for about an hour. And I guess I talked before or right after RSC, the Republican Study Committee meeting. Yeah, it's just been a crazy afternoon of one meeting after another. A pretty typical day on the Hill. In just a little while, after I do a little work cleaning off my desk and checking some emails, I've got to head to a dinner right down the block. So long days on Wednesdays and Thursdays, especially on the Hill. It's pretty chaotic with committee hearings and meetings, as well as the Republican conference meeting and everything else. It's just a chaotic day, but a good day, productive day. And tomorrow will be a little bit of the same. But back in 2008, the Full Oversight Government Reform Committee met to discuss the challenges and funding problems facing the Census Bureau and identify ways to facilitate a full and accurate count in 2010. Today, almost a year later, we have the opportunity to ask the Bureau exactly where they are in the preparations for the decennial census, where it should be, and how, with Congress's help, they can get there. The decennial census.
What would you say to your staff about this hearing when you go back to the office?
Well, I think it was a productive hearing. The Census Bureau gave us a strong baseline under which they're going to be operating for the next year and a half through the Census Bureau and making sure that all Americans are counted. I think they're competent and capable of making this happen. It's an expensive endeavor, but certainly one mandated by the Constitution and required under federal law. What I'm telling you is the story. The reason why I tell you the story is because you can do it too, if you want to. But again, you've got to go back to all the time, effort, and energy you want to put into achieving your goals. That's what makes a big difference. So, anyway, the day usually ends. It's a little before 6 right now, but the day usually ends probably about 8:30 to 9:30, depending on how late a dinner goes or votes on the House floor.